Hello everybody and welcome back to the Dragon Quest Heroes Let's Play. I'm your host Saigan, and today we are heading on to Caliburgh. Last time we saw to Arba, saved the town, learned how to play the game, and now we're going to head westward to save one of the allied cities. 'Tis a fair city, girt about by stout walls and lying at the heart of the Great Plains. But I'm forgetting myself. It being a mere stone's throw from the capital, you have accompanied me there before, no? Come to think of it, I did go with you on a visit there once, to the, what was it called again? The Institute of Ingenuity, where the greatest scholars in the land study the esoteric arts of magic and mechanics. Precisely. Aye, Caliburgh is positively brimming with the wondrous fruits of invention. I do not doubt that we shall find ample expertise there to aid us in Arba's defense. And besides, there is one there whose counsel I would seek, a great mind indeed, and a loyal subject of our fair realm. Come, friends, onwards. And we now have access to our first kind of town. It's more of a camp, but we have access to, the important things. An armorer, a chapel, all the amenities of the town are here. Ha ha ha! Welcome to Camp Caliburgh, the well-appointed outpost whence we shall march on Caliburgh itself. Though I pray that it is not so, the monsters of that fair town too may have lost their minds. We must make ready for war, though it pains us to do so.
Aye.
Welcome to Camp Caliburgh, Captain. We've organized some basic facilities to prepare you for the way ahead. The city isn't that far from the camp gates, but there's no telling what dangers are lurking out there. Be sure to make adequate preparations before you head out into the field. Got some XP, got some skill points, got some gold, got a bunch of items. Not sure what the maps are used for yet. I'll definitely do an updated video or explain what they're for as soon as I find out. Allocating skill points. All right, so skill points work a little bit differently than they did before. You have much more freedom in where and when you want to spend them, whereas in previous Dragon Quest games, like 8, 9, and 10, each character class had 5 different areas of expertise that they could spend them. 3 or 4 weapons, maybe a shield, and then their class-specific stuff. And in this, instead, we have the spells and abilities and exclusive traits that may improve those spells and abilities, like we can increase the area of Inferno Slash, we can do a jumping attack after Rising Slice, things like that. We have the basic passive abilities, and then we also have special effects that kind of proc, depending on when they get used. Like Artful Dodger, slightly increases the period of invincibility after a successful evasion. Of course, there's also things like Rebuttal, block a blow at the right moment to send the attack back where it came from, and each of these require a certain number of skill points to unlock. The regular attributes are each 3 points, and then the other stuff just kind of varies depending on what it is. So, I'm not actually a giant fan of Flame Slash. We can pass on Flame Slash right now. I don't really want it. We will try Zap, though. I haven't gotten to try out Zap yet. And this one here is chargeable. So, Zap charges to Zapple, charges to Kazap, probably. Something like that. Still have 3 points left. We're going to dump that into Strength, I guess. Why not? Now, even though we only have access to increasing Lucius's skill points right now, we will gain access to the party's skill points as we press on into Caliburgh. And then after Caliburgh, we'll gain the ability to choose between party members, because the party starts getting a bit full by that point. You don't think all the monsters in Caliburgh have gone Gulali too, do you? Well, Of all the monsters in Arba, you alone were unaffected. I fear we must prepare for the worst. Oh no, Slurp. What are we going to do? Come on, Helix, be brave. I'm sure we'll find something in Caliburgh that'll help us get them all back to normal. Aye, we must. Have courage, little friend. All is not lost. Okay then, I'll be brave. I promise. I'm too scared of getting squished to join in the fighting, but if you're in danger, I'll give you a heal. Oh. This man's looking for his brother in Caliburgh.
Aye.
Most of the, just the regular NPCs, like that man and this recruit, their dialogue seems to say the same throughout the Caliburgh missions. After all, as they teach us at the Academy, hope for the best, prepare for the worst. So this is going to be the only time that I really speak to them. Why would the monsters attack us? They're our friends. I just don't understand what's happening. But everything will be all right, won't it? The World Tree will protect us, just like it always has.
Captain!
A moment, if you will. I trust that you are still carrying your Vimstones. Oh, the ones you gave us to help beat those monsters back in Arba, you mean? Of course. Splendid. I hardly need to remind you, then, that Vimstones can draw out the dormant might within you, the potent power of tension. These splendid stones allow the wielder to manifest more and more tension as the battle progresses, and once that tension reaches its upper limit, the power to dispatch an army in a single stroke is ours, correct?
Truly commendable.
Exactly, my lad. A power amply demonstrated in our recent skirmish on the streets of Arba. The art of tension building is a profound one, and its secrets deep beyond measure. You have much to learn on the subject. For now, be sure always to keep your Vimstone about your person. It will grow in strength as you do. Yea, the mightier you become, the greater shall be the power of tension at your disposal. So tension does a number of things in this. In addition to allowing you to use your coup de grace, when you activate your state of high tension, once you hit 100 tension, you become stronger, faster, you gain the ability to double jump, your magic and abilities stop using MP, but the more you use them, the faster you run it down. So kind of the idea of activating max tension is to get in as much damage as you can and get the bar as low as possible, and then activate your coup de grace to get the most out of it. Church, of course, to save.
Welcome, child. Let us pray.
We can also reallocate our skill points here if we are unhappy with how we've spent them before. Do you wish to end your adventure and return to the title screen? Absolutely not. Captain, have you taken a moment to allocate your skill points? As you know, of course, these are the points we warriors earn as the result of accruing experience in battle and rising through the levels. By allocating them to the various skills and abilities available to us, we're able to learn new spells and abilities. Botched that one up. Should you wish to make a skill point assignment, simply open the menu, press miscellaneous, and then allocate skill points.
Watcher!
Weapon and armor. So, oh, we don't have any right now. There are some ingredients that aren't actually used in alchemy and are only used for selling. And sadly, I don't really have any of those right now. We are going to jump straight to a steel broadsword. Nice big upgrade for Lucius. Unfortunately, we can't afford the steel shield right now. I would sell him my captain's sword, but it's actually one of those dumb items that you can't sell. You wouldn't happen to have any ingredients, would you? Ingredients of what kind?
Well then.
Oh, you know, the types of odds and ends that monsters sometimes drop. Dragon hides, slime drops, that sort of thing. I practice alchemy, the art of turning those apparently useless items into noticeably useless items. Useful items, shall we say. I'm afraid there's little I can do for you now, as my alchemy pot has yet to arrive, but I expect to get things up and running again quite soon. With that in mind, you'd better hold on to any ingredients you find in the meantime. Bring them to me later, and I'll make some fine items for you. jump? I cannot jump. I wanted to get at that barrel back there. Have I spoken to Aurora yet? I've not. We need to get to Caliburgh right now. Get the preparations out of the way and let's move. She is a woman of action. You're about to head into monster-infested territory, Captain. I trust you've made the necessary preparations. Are you ready to head out? Yes, I am. Let's go. Splendid, splendid. The gates of Caliburgh are within sight at last, and do I dare to hope that this fair town remains untouched? I fear not, your majesty. Do not look now, but I see signs of monsters making their way through the long grass toward us. And I doubt they're sneaking up like that to say hello. Looks like it wasn't just Arba after all. Then our first task shall be to clear these fields of unfriendly beasts. Come, friends, to arms!
Charge!
Oh, yes, and we can cast evac to end missions. You keep everything, even if you have to evac
One
out.
of the nightmares that appeared after we defeated the dragon.
Good eye, boy. And yet, it does seem somewhat different from the one we encountered in Arbor.
You're right. It looks like that monster's guarding it.
Wait, if we could... Yes, of course! Come, we must defeat this creature! Searing Slash! Searing Slash!
No way! That weird portal thingy disappeared when you beat that monster.
And their numbers no longer increase. It is as I thought.
Ow.
That creature was summoning them.
That has to be it. Okay, let's look around and make sure there aren't any more like it nearby.
Let's try out Zap. Neat.
Searing Slash!
Another one has appeared.
There, another more keeper. Come, we must defeat it, and quickly. Just as predicted. Burn! Inferno Slash! Searing Slash!
Thank you, Aurora.
More keepers may yet appear. We must remain vigilant.
Well, it really only hits directly in front of us, doesn't it?
Another one!
Searing Slash!
I was not watching where I was going. Probably could have rolled out of the way at the end of that.
Inferno Slash! Just as predicted.
Ah!
Now!
High tension mode. We're also immune to damage. That's right. And we get cured of all status ailments and get our health back. Blah, 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 blah. It's amazing. And mid-air dodges. Everything. Everything. You get to do everything.
Searing Slash! as planned.
There we go. That looks like the last of the Moor Keepers.
Indeed. All that remains now is for us to mop up the remaining monsters.
And they will start running after a brief moment, so we don't even have to chase them down that hard.
My strategy was flawless.
Looks like that's all the monsters outside town cleared up. Let's get inside and make sure everyone's okay in there. Wait, to charge in blindly would be both foolish and needlessly dangerous. Though the situation is urgent, acting without a carefully considered plan will aid us little. More haste, less speed, eh? There's value in such judicious caution, lad. Very well, let us return to camp and make ready.
Hey!
What were those weird portal things? The monsters were practically pouring out of them. Nightmaws, was it? We witnessed their power in Arba, too. Grr, if the land is rife with Nightmaws, then the situation is grave indeed. It is as the tales of my royal forebears warn. When Nightmaws cross the realm do rise, the light doth fade and fading dies. The dark gates keepers summon seas of mindless monsters, souls diseased. The mindless monsters and the gatekeepers certainly seem too familiar for coincidence. Wait, so does that mean the whole world is in danger? That I cannot say. 'Tis an ancient legend, and the lines between truth and myth are blurred with the passing of time. For now, all we may do is make haste and attempt to discover how gravely our realm is afflicted. Leveled up. Oh, there we go. There's some gold nuggets. Those are what we can sell. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me for the second episode of the Dragon Quest Heroes Let's Play. I'm your host, Saigan, and I hope to see you all again next time. Take care.